Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 813th day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 489,870 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,410 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 18 tanks, 14 armored combat vehicles, 38 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 2 air defense system, 45 drones, 2 military jet, 1 helicopter, 56 vehicles and 7 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 60 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 7 missile and 4 air strikes and using 35 drone strike and 570 attacks on positions of Ukrainian troops and various settlements. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports. In an unexpected move, Russian Defence Minister Sergei Shoigu has been replaced by First Deputy Prime Minister Andrei Belousov. Shoigu, a long-term ally of President Putin, will now serve as Secretary of the Russian Security Council, while Nikolai Patrushev takes on the role of presidential aide. Belousov, an economist with no military background, previously held the position of First Deputy Prime Minister. His appointment likely aims to improve defense spending efficiency and enhance coordination between defense industries and the armed forces. However, corruption challenges within the Russian MOD and armed forces persist. Despite these changes, immediate impact on the ongoing war in Ukraine is unlikely, as senior appointments in the General Staff remain unchanged according to Putin's announcement. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Ukrainian officials reported that Ukrainian forces are stabilizing the situation along the northern border in Kharkiv Oblast and that the tempo of Russian offensive operations in the area continues to decrease. Ukrainian Internal Affairs Minister Igor Klimenko reported that Russian forces have executed civilians and taken civilians captive in Vovchansk. Russian President Vladimir Putin likely views Russia's relationship with the People's Republic of China as decisive to his effort to further mobilize the Russian economy and defense industry to support a protracted war in Ukraine. Putin also used his meeting with 11 to promote known Kremlin narratives feigning interest in peace negotiations and a diplomatic resolution to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Russian forces are reportedly able to conduct fixed-wing drone reconnaissance deep in the Ukrainian rear due to Ukraine's lack of air defense interceptors. Ukrainian forces reportedly conducted successful drone strikes against a Russian defense industrial plant in Tula city on the night of May 15 to 16. Russian missile strikes against Ukrainian energy infrastructure since March 2024 have likely caused long-term damage to Ukrainian energy infrastructure and repeated energy blackouts. A Russian insider source, who has previously accurately reported on Russian military command changes, claimed that senior Russian Ministry of Defense (MOD) officials are vying for the position of Chief of the General Staff. Kremlin and Georgian officials promoted established Kremlin information operations alleging that the West is orchestrating protests against Georgia's foreign agent law in order to overthrow the Georgian government. Turkey and Russia are reportedly exploiting European Union sanctions regulations to export Russian oil to the EU, allowing Russia to continue to receive significant oil revenues to fund its war effort in Ukraine. Russia reportedly launched a satellite as part of its program to develop a nuclear anti-satellite weapon in the weeks before Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, likely as part of Russian preparations for a future confrontation with NATO. Several Russian opposition media outlets reported on May 16 that Russian State Duma Defense Committee Chairman Andrei Kartapilov rejected a bill that would grant deferment from mobilization to certain Russian civilians, likely to support ongoing and future crypto mobilization efforts. Russian forces recently advanced near Liptsy, Vovchansk, Kupiansk and Donetsk city. In Zelensky's nightly video he covered several points. Firstly, he was in Kharkiv speaking with commanders, security sector heads, and regional leaders. They thoroughly discussed combat operations, focusing on confidence-building measures in the Vovchansk direction. The ongoing counterattacks against the occupier and aim to stabilize the situation, especially in the Kharkiv border area. Despite Russian shelling and threats, our warriors are diligently defending their positions. Secondly, He spoke about the situation in the Donetsk region, paying close attention to the fronts at Pokrovsk and Kramatorsk. He said these areas experienced the highest number of combat encounters and the toughest conditions. Lastly, he engaged with Polish Prime Minister Tusk and Denmark's defense package. He explored the need for Patriot systems to significantly impact the Kharkiv direction. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.